Happy Father's Day, dads. I know you might be excited to celebrate, and at the same time, you might feel exhausted, irritable, run down, like you're holding it all together. Maybe you're too quick with your family at times. If so, I want you to know that you're absolutely not alone. I completely understand as a dad myself. And even if you look at the studies, research shows that up to 15% of dads experience perinatal anxiety. And if their partner is suffering with postpartum depression, up to 50% of dads also experience depression and anxiety. While this might not be commonly talked about, I want to put it on your radar that it's okay to feel stressed, to feel overwhelmed, to wonder, man, is this dad bod gonna go away or not? In this video, I want to give you some support because I've been through it myself. When my son was first born, I had time to run my business, connect with my wife, but I also had plenty of time to golf, to take care of myself, to have my free time. As soon as my son was born, suddenly it felt like, well, I have to run a business because I have to provide for the family. I still have to connect with my spouse. I want to be a good dad, take care of my son, connect and bond and have time with my son. But that meant zero time for anything else. I tried to fit it in initially, but I could feel my energy draining. And that's such a common thing that we see with dads nowadays is our lifestyles have gotten busier and busier and busier. And it started to create this overwhelm of stress in the body. And while it might not feel like it's just nonstop stress, if you ever pause to tune in, you might start to feel, oh, I really am tired. Or, yeah, I'm a little more short tempered with my family than I want to be. I want to have the energy to work out, but if I can hit the snooze an extra time, I really need to do so. You might be thinking, I should be eating better. And maybe your wife has been giving you some health hacks of giving you some vitamins or telling you to go to bed early, but it just doesn't feel like enough. The reason this is, and I want to share with you the cheat code that I use personally when it comes to being able to have more energy, more health, more vitality, more ability to do the things I want to do, is having to do with your nervous system. You see, at the foundation of all of our health is our brain and our nervous system because that's running everything in our body, but it's also most critical for how we handle stress. If we're stuck in stress mode, which is the go, 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 we call it the gas pedal mode because you wake up in the morning, you start running, and you don't stop. You don't take your foot off the gas till you fall asleep at night. That creates the stress response because it's the fight or flight, the sympathetic dominance. And yes, it gives you adrenaline, it gives you cortisol to get your energy up and get going, to get deadlines done and be productive. But it also means you're going to wear out if your foot is always on the gas pedal. Cortisol is one of the things, as an example, that can run through your body and start to affect things like metabolism. Midday energy, you might feel a crash, throw your sleep cycle off. We find that chronic stress decreases testosterone. It increases inflammation. As a result, it starts to drain your energy and start to create this metabolic change that you're not looking for. So, what we focus on in our office is starting to activate the thing that brings you out of stress. That's the brake pedal mode. That's what our neurological adjustments are designed to do. That's why I get adjusted every single week because I love to go, go, go. Just yesterday, my sister-in-law was over and I had just gotten home, and right away I started a project. I got my miter saw out and I got some boards and I was making a stand for our kitchen. And my sister-in-law looks at me and she goes, Ty, do you ever rest? I'm like, well, sometimes, but I actually love doing these things. I love go, go, going. What I find helps me, though, is being able to get completely deep, restful sleep, to be able to not store tension in my muscles that creates stiffness, soreness, headaches, low back pain, neck pain, shoulder tension, but to be able to move that stress through my system to allow me to stay moving well. And one of the things that does this are the neurological adjustments. I remember during COVID, I normally get adjusted every week, but COVID switched things up and it had been a few weeks since I got adjusted. And I remember thinking, I feel the same. I think I'm doing okay. Until I got adjusted, I just felt this stress, this release, this removal of built up tension in my body that I didn't even know was there because it had been building up gradually. We see this so often for dads in our office is they've maybe just known go, go, go mode for years. You've just been going so steady that this amount of tension and stress is just what your body's used to. You think, I'm okay, don't worry about it. Just leave me alone, I'll figure it out, until they start getting adjusted and their baseline becomes more grounded, more calm, more connected. So, not only then do you start to have better sleep, do you start to feel better physically, but mental and mood changes too. When you're not storing tension in your body, it's easier to be calm, more focused, more present with your family, to have a little slack in your rope, to not just be short tempered or quick when your kids are starting to act out. And ultimately, it helps you be the dad that you deserve, that your family deserves. So, if that resonates, please know that we can help. We have a set of neurological scans that we do anytime a new patient comes in our office is we can measure your nervous system. So you might say, yeah, my low back's off, my core feels weak, I got this tension up here, or I don't sleep well. We can measure that on the scans. We can help show you where things are at and give you a plan to take care of yourself and help you get back on track. So if that resonates, please reach out. Know that we're here for you and we see you, dads. We know that you're doing so much for your family, and maybe you're trying to do a little bit for yourself. Maybe you're saying, well, I've been given the advice to exercise more, to eat better, but it just doesn't work. If so, it's probably because your nervous system is exhausted, it's drained, it's stuck in stress mode, and that's where we love to support you. So reach out, we're here for you.